Here's a question. Is Russia quietly helping Iran in the war? Well, that's the big claim that is now raising big questions across the globe. You're watching Times XP, it's me, Driti, Atri, and the entire Middle East is already burning with tension, right? Missiles are flying, drones are buzzing in the sky, and naval fleets are moving through some of the world's busiest sea routes. Now, add another powerful country into this complicated equation, Russia. Suddenly, this whole conflict looks even bigger and far more dangerous. Now, according to several international reports, Moscow may be sharing the real time intelligence with Iran, giving Tehran critical information about the movement of American military forces in that particular region. Ladies and gentlemen, in simple terms, this means that Iran could be getting updates about where the US warships are sailing, where American aircrafts are flying, and which base is becoming active. In a war scenario, such information it is extremely valuable because it allows a country to prepare its defenses or plan attacks with much greater precision. But wait, why would Russia do that? Well, to understand that, we need to step back and look at the bigger geopolitical picture here. Over the past few years, Russia and Iran they have grown much closer, specifically after Western countries imposed heavy sanctions on Moscow following the Ukraine war. Both the nations now share a common strategic interest, challenging the influence of the US and its allies. Military cooperation between the two nations has been quite visible. In fact, Iran has reportedly supplied Shahed attack drones to Russia to use in Ukraine, while Moscow has helped Iran with military technology, satellite support, advanced defense discussion, and now analysts believe that intelligence sharing could be the next stage of that cooperation. Experts say that real-time battlefield information is one of the most important tools in modern warfare. Satellite surveillance, electronic interceptors, and radar tracking can actually reveal the exact location of the ship, aircraft, and missile system. Now, if Iran receives such an information quick enough, it could help them track American deployment in the Persian Gulf, the Arabian Sea, and even around strategic choke points like the Strait of Hormuz. And that waterway is very important, right? Nearly one-fifth of the world's oil passes through the Strait of Hormuz, making it one of the most important energy corridors on the planet. So basically, any conflict here, it does not just affect the Middle East, it can shake the global market, raise the oil prices, and trigger economic shock worldwide. And this is why intelligence sharing, even if it is indirect, it becomes such a serious issue. Washington fears that if Iran knows exactly where American forces are positioned, the risk of targeted attacks, well, it could increase. And in the meantime, US bases in Iraq, Syria, and the Gulf region, along with naval fleets that are operating nearby, they could become more vulnerable.